Hi everybody, Kat here. So we are going to be talking about a face paint that I bought off of Amazon. It is called Bowitzki, I think. I'm not really sure how to pronounce the name, but it's supposed to be a professional face painting kit that is non-toxic, water-based, paraben-free, easy to remove, FDA compliant, and hypoallergenic. Again, professional face paint. On the back of the box, it says it's made in China, tells you how to use it, the ingredients, the safety precautions as well. But let's actually see what's inside the box because it's supposed to be more than just the face paint. So when we open up the box, we can see that on the back immediately, nothing. And then if I keep digging in the box, I see that I got some stencils and also too some brushes. Now just looking at the brushes first go, probably not like my professional brushes that I use. So I'm just going to go ahead and put those to the side. But I am going to look at these stencils because I love stencils. We all use them. They're great. So let's see what they actually included in this kit. So we have a dolphin and a mermaid. And those are a little close, so I don't know how well I would use those. Dots I can always use. Mermaid scales, definitely can use those. Scales, certainly we can all use that, and even filigree. So filigree is also good. So the stencils, as far as I'm concerned, that's a plus. They're probably worth a couple of dollars a piece. So because the kit was only $38, including the paint, that's not a bad deal to begin with. If we're looking at the paints, I want to just kind of tell you right off the bat again, I noticed that it had nothing on the back, so I don't know what the names of the paints are. I don't know what the ingredients are, so if you took this on the job and someone challenged you to know what the ingredients are, it might be a problem. Alrighty, so let's look at the case itself. The case looks pretty much just like all my other cases. It's no different. It's got the same type of housing for the paints. Everything pretty much looks status quo as far as the casing itself. I'm going to go ahead and test the black. I'm not really activating it very well, but I am using the brand new Just Paint Bolt brush. It is the Raven. I think this is the number 1. They have a number 3 and a number 1. I think I'm using the number 1 right here. Again, I've not activated the paint, and so it's probably a little bit unfair of a test, because you know it's really important to activate your paints before you actually use them so you have a creamy consistency. Well, since I was so unfair with the black, let me see if I can add a little bit more water and get a creamier consistency with this white as I'm testing that for you next. Again, using a brand new Raven brush from Just Paint. It is actually the number 3, by the way. So in this kit, while I'm doing that, you've got 10 split cakes that are 10 grams a piece. And then you've also got your black and white. Yeah, see, already it looks so much better. But the dragon drops, yeah, that probably needs a little bit more paint, just to be honest with you. So let's go ahead and try that again. We're going to add a little bit more paint in here. We're going to try those dragon drops one more time. Let's see if we can get a better look. I'm just going to go back over them. Yeah, see, so much better, right? Once you get that creamy consistency, it looks so much better. And so let's do one final drag right here. So looking good. Now I'm going to go into the colors, the actual split cakes. Now this is the rainbow color. It's not as opaque as I would probably like for it to be, but it's not bad. This is your classic rainbow colors, and I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of a ribbon effect right there for you. And I'm going to move through all of the different colors so you can kind of see. I'm now going into your classic blue. And the one thing I can tell you is I don't know the names of the paints. The paints are not on the back. As I had shown you earlier, there's nothing on the back to tell me what the color names are or what the ingredients are, which again, I think is a huge miss for this company, especially if they put it on the back. They should also put it on the casing, because if you take it to the job, there are some people that will ask you about the ingredients. And remember when I stated that I didn't know if it was vegan or cruelty-free? I actually went back onto Amazon's site just to look to see if they were cruelty-free and vegan. And through the customers' questions and answers, they said that they were cruelty-free and vegan. But again, it's not printed on the box. So as I'm going through all these colors, as I'm rambling on, There was a couple of things, and I don't know if you noticed it or not, but some of the colors are a hit and miss as far as being opaque. Some of the colors are opaque, some of them are not, and it's not really consistent. So I don't know if it's just because it's a brand new palette. I haven't really used it. I've not activated the paint well enough. But I know with some of the other paints that I use on the professional paints that I buy, I don't have the same issue. Now that's a pretty color. And this is what I'm talking about right here. You see, this is kind of like your basic flame color. And you've got that black. Did you notice that it was a little sheer? You're probably not going to use that much black, to be quite honest, when you use your flames. But when you have that outline, you want it to be as crisp as it can be. And you can see in that first example how it's not. But that yellow, the yellow looks great. So I'm going to go ahead and just work through the rest of the colors. So we're going to come up right now with your classic rose color. I think everybody knows this color combination. It's a beautiful color combination, and this combination right now is working really well for me. In order to get beautiful roses, you cannot do it while it's wet. I'm doing it while it's wet, so it's going to be a little muddy looking, but I wanted you to kind of get an idea of how, again, this was going to swatch. Now I'm going to go ahead and move on to yet another color. And I don't know about you guys, but have you started to get where you're experimenting a little bit differently with your leaves? I love like green blues, like the purple blues now with leaves. I think it's really super pretty. So for me, I think this would be a great leaf color, probably also to a really pretty crown or fairy color. So again, beautiful color right here. So let's go ahead and continue on. Now you think this is going to be the flame color, but it's not. This actually has purple on the bottom and not the black. So totally different as far as color scheme. It's got that purple on the bottom, and that's a beautiful color combination. I think that's really, really pretty. So I'm loving that color combination with the purple. I don't know, what do you guys think about that? Do you like it? Anyway, we're going to keep working down the palette, and we're going to look at some additional colors. This one right here is going to be your green, blues, and purples. Again, I know a lot of you would probably use this for fairies, maybe dragons, just maybe even some of your unicorn, but gorgeous colors as well right here. I love how that ribbon looks. Really pretty. Alrighty, so here is a classic teddy bear and puppy dog color combination. Now, if it were mine, I would probably add just a little bit of a hint of a darker brown into it, but it's not bad. It's actually a pretty color for either one of those choices. I don't know, give me some ideas of what else you would use these colors for, but for swatching, it swatches actually really nice. So I'm wrapping up this video, and I'm actually using the blue split cake to make a particular little sea creature. I'm going to guess you already know what it is, because that first stroke is the sure sign it's going to be a dolphin. And I know most of you already know how to make a dolphin, so I'm not really trying to teach you how to make a dolphin. And of course, we all make dolphins a totally different way. This is just how I make my dolphin. I just want to really see if this split cake is going to work for me in the way that I make my dolphins. And I actually do like this particular split cake for my dolphins, simply because it has enough white in it that when I pull it right here in the front part, I'm not going to make the whole dolphin, but when I pull it here, I can get that really large piece I'm looking for as far as the eye, because I love making kind of like that cartoony type of eye. And you can see that exactly what I'm talking about just right here. And sorry, I'm out of frame in doing this. Now I'm using the black, but I still have not activated this black the way it should be activated to get the best consistency that you need to get, but it's not bad. Certainly, you know, there's some missing things for me. The back of the paint in itself does not have the ingredients. It doesn't have all the things that I think you should have while you're on the job, just in case you get challenged. Someone asking you, oh, is that really hypogenic? And you're like, sure it is. Well, can I see the ingredients on the back? And you can't even show them nothing because there's no label on the back of this paint. So for me, what I'll be using this paint for, because it's a good buy for $38, especially with the stencils, but I will be using it more for practice, taking it with me when I travel, when I'm at home, using it on boards, trying to create my designs, but probably, and actually honestly, not on the job. But again, it's a good buy. If some of you are already using this, I'd love to hear your comments, and I'd like to get your feedback. But I do appreciate you watching with me through my open box. And as always, guys, thanks for watching.